Will 5 o'clock never come?
Good afternoon. The time is
party time.
It's party time.
Oh my God, what's happening now?
We work hard. We play hard.
What time is it?
5 o'clock.
Let's party.
TGIF. Thank God it's Friday.
It's Friday night.
What day is this?
It's Friday.
Get down, get down. Everybody's working for the weekend.
I'm taking what they're giving cause I'm working for a living.
You better work.
I don't think so.
I want you to get up now. I want all of you to get up out of your chairs. I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell.
Welcome to the Weekend Kickoff Mix Show with your host, DJ Racer.
Right here.
Boss, you know we finally here, right?
Well,
It's Friday then.
This is Freestyle Lovers Radio.
Woo! It's go, 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 go time. Tick, tick, boom.
Music Lovers Radio.
Picking up toys. Separate men from the boys. Chopper be singing, should be on the voice. Bang, bang, we gon' ride out. Gang, gang, we don't die out. Want it like this, ain't no timeouts. Tell me who really gon' find out. Rowdy. We get rowdy, rowdy. Rowdy. We get rowdy, rowdy.
We be disturbing the peace. Working, we serving the streets. About to go 8 going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep.
Tick, tick, boom.
Hard body, and not scaring nobody. You make me resort to wildin'. You must be blind by the diamonds. I don't want it to be this way, but y'all won't need to try this. So it's no way around it. You the loudest one, it's going quiet.
Rowdy. We get rowdy, rowdy. Rowdy. We get rowdy, rowdy.
We be disturbing the peace. Working, we serving the streets. About to go 8 going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep.
It's go, 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 go time. Tick, tick, boom. You can't stop me, so who gon' stop me? You can't stop me, so who gon' stop me? You can't stop me, so who gon' stop me? You can't stop me, so who gon' stop me?
We be disturbing the peace. Working, we serving the streets. About to go 8 going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep.
It's go, 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 go time. Tick, tick, boom.
The Weekend Kickoff Mix Show with your host, the Puerto Rican gangsta, DJ Racer.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Weekend Kickoff Mix Show. I am your host, DJ Racer, and I have a special night for you all today. We're going to play some great music like we always do, and then we're going to have freestyle legend, DJ, producer, entrepreneur, Tony Moran up in the building at 11 p.m. Eastern Time. He's going to call in. We're going to have an interview. Been looking forward to this day. We got so much to talk about. This man's been around for so long, and I can't wait. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let me say what's up to everybody that's in the chat room right now. What's going on, Bossy? I see you. What's going on, Rachel? We got Beth in the building. We got DJ Storytime. We got Isaac kicking it Curiel in the building. We got DJ PJ Sarah. What's going on, Breath? And of course, we got Shirley in my temple, my girl. Of course, I know my beautiful wife Gracie is listening in as she always does. With that being said, everybody, let's get the party started. Let's have a good time. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Let's go.
Let's make it happen.
Turn it up, homeboy.
DJ turning on the wheels of steel.
You're in the mix with DJ Racer on Music Lovers Radio.
We got the king of freestyle in the building. Danny G, motherfucking style. Got DJ Joe Styles in the building. What's going on, my brother? Every song you're gonna hear for the first few minutes was either written, made, or produced by Tony Moran. Our guest tonight, can't wait. We're getting closer. What's going on, my beautiful sister Salis is in the building. Oh shit, yeah.
This is Freestyle Lovers Radio.
Yeah, hope you guys having a good time. We got Powerstar Radio up in the building. Every song you're listening to right now, either made, written, or produced by our guest tonight, Tony Moran. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Let's go, let's go, let's go. he produced some good ass dance music. That was awesome right there. Tony Moran has a plethora of music that, you know, people don't know about. We're going to talk about all that tonight in just about 14 minutes. So can't wait for that. But we're going to do what we do every Friday night. That's right. It's 7:48 in the West Coast, 10:48 in the East Coast, and it's time for DJ Racer's debuts. Today I got 3 tracks. That's right. We're going to start it off with my girl, Chrissy Ies. This one is called Over Like a Fat Rat. Hope you guys like it. Here we go.
listening to another DJ Racer exclusive.
You did it again.
You get over like a fat, over like a
stars.
Woo, there you have it, Over Like a Fat Rat. That is Mambo LeBron featuring Chrissy I.E. Such a good track. I know it's not freestyle, but not everything needs to be freestyle, damn it. This is a good vibe, chill song. I absolutely love it. I'm going to play it more often, and I can't wait for the remixes to come out on this because I know they're going to be fire. We're going to keep it going, everybody. This one right here is Nikki Dance featuring the one and only Julio Mena. The name of the track is Aren't You Lover? Hope you guys like it. This one is brand new. Here we go.
It's yet another DJ Racer exclusive. You heard it here first.
Check it out, check it out.
I only know what I see. But before I let you go, I need to know if we're meant to be. Tell me where did we go wrong? It's like you don't care about us now. After all this time, I held you down. I gave you everything a man could ever want. It feels like I'm in love with a stranger. I feel my heart and soul are in danger. And before I let you go, I need to know if this is what you want. I'm trying hard to hold back these tears in my heart. It doesn't matter because I feel that this love is gone. I feel that this love is
Baby, I'm sorry for giving you that vibe is getting carried away. And I don't want you to think that I don't love you, 'cause it's not that way. But I have so much on my mind, and you don't make it easy when we fight. This is not what I want, baby girl, please don't let me go. I'm trying hard to hold back these tears in my heart. It doesn't matter because I feel that this love is gone. I feel that this love is
I find it hard to believe.
You're listening to another DJ Racer exclusive.
But before I let you go, I need to know if we're meant to be.
untrue love. I'm trying hard to hold back these tears in my heart.
It doesn't
Ah, yeah, On True Lover, Nicki Nance featuring Julio Mena. That one's a dope track right there. We're going to move on to the next one, and then we're going to have Tony Moran up in here real quickly. This one right here is called Falling For You. This one is right here. The name of the artist is called Jenna Liz. Let me know what you guys think. Here we go.
It's yet another DJ Racer exclusive.
You heard it here first.
Check it out. Check it out. Check it out.
There you guys have it. Falling For You. The name of the artist is Jenna Liz out of SGR Records. I'm going to hit you guys with one of Tony Moran's absolutely famous songs, and then he's going to come and he's going to interview. So I hope you guys stick around Here we go.
Hello, my name is Tony Moran, and you're listening to DJ Racer, the Puerto Rican gangster, slamming the jams new and old, including freestyle.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got the one and only legendary DJ, producer, promoter, artist, Tony Moran is in the building. What's going on, my brother?
Well, thank you for welcoming me into your building, DJ Racer. It's been such a pleasure to get your invitation and to become more familiar with your music, with your music interpretation. And I just want to thank all the freestyle fans out there that have opened their arms to me as I'm just continuing the journey. And so anyway, it's just such a pleasure. I'm very grateful to everyone out there that's listening today.
Listen, we are streaming from 7 different stations across the world. We got a lot of people listening in. We got the chat room that always is a lot of fun. It's a ball of fire in there. Everyone's excited to see you, Tony. You, year after year, decade after decade, you continue to just do what you do, and you keep giving this music, and it just never. It seems like it never ends. You just came out with a brand new track, which we're gonna talk about a little later. But first, I want to know about you, how you doing, what you've been up to. I know you just got back from a vacation. Tell us all about it.
Well, so, I try to include my vacations with my work. So I had just come back from Sydney, Australia, as there's a big event that goes on there every year that's called Mardi Gras. And so I try to stay a couple of days longer so I can enjoy the city. And just like I'm in San Francisco today, and I'm going to DJ tomorrow night, and I come here a couple of days early because as I've gotten older, I really want to make sure that I'm not traveling all around the world to show a lack of appreciation for all these wonderful cities that exist, that are with people that are in sync with music that I love, and that goes goes through like a couple of different genres there. And I never wanted to be good at a lot of things. I just wanted to be passionate about whatever it is that I was gonna put my energy towards. And this whole loop that brought me to go and sing on a freestyle track has been like, oh my God, I just kind of feel like, that movie Cocoon, where like everybody gets some kind of alien drug that makes them feel like they're 20 years old again. So I feel like I'm in a freestyle cocoon, and that I've been rejuvenated in such a way. And the immediate response that people have given, like even I went onto your site a little bit earlier just to make sure that I was going to be going to the right place, and just saying hello to people was just like instant hellos back. Honestly, I feel like I just came out of a Puerto Rican wedding in Brooklyn, New York, where everybody's hugging each other to say hello, hugging each other to say goodbye, and maybe there are a couple of fistfights in between, but we still all love each other. And and I just feel, again, just very honored to be in this position for people to continue their support. I don't know. I have no short version, man. I wish I did, but I hope that you guys sense it out there, and the music, it gives back. I just do my best, and I got so many people that we still are so close to this day. Like the song that you just played, Is It Love? The first person who listened to that song, I was like so insecure about like coming back out there only for the love of it. And the first person I let hear the song was K7 from TKA. And, he calls me Uncle Tony, and he's like, just let me hear it. And I was like, I don't know, man, it's not right. And then he listens to it, and he calls me back, and he's like, shut up, it's right. Put it out. So, this is kind of relationships that I have built in our freestyle music world that are so strong, so impenetrable to make people from a comment go onto another side of opinion. Like our relationships are so strong, and you playing the music to this day for a variety of artists is just a testament to all of that.
Absolutely. And what people need to understand is that Tony Moran does so much, and I mean so much, out of the freestyle genre when it comes to producing, a DJing, which a lot of people don't realize he is a badass DJ. He DJs all over the world. And then he also works with so many artists outside of the freestyle genre. And Tony, so many times you could have turned your back on freestyle, but you don't do that. You know your roots, you love your roots, and somehow, some way, you always find your way back into freestyle. And that is why you're so well respected and so well loved. And every time you do something and it has the name Tony Moran attached to it, we all know it's going to be fire. So talk to us a little bit about how it feels knowing that when Tony Moran touches something, the expectation is just up there super high.
Well, I mean, for me, over time, because, we all gain experience in what it is that we do. And to me, it was a big work in progress for me to be in, like, producing Celine Dion on one day and then go DJing at a club the next day. And I just realized that all of these things need to be included in the experience for me to be able to give what I get. And so, the saying, you get what you give. And that's how I live my life. I just, you get what you give. So I give it my all. And that really is like having a musical and personal wedding band molded into your brain, where it's like the people will let me know whether I need to move on, or and I had to be also, to grow, to be able to understand what it's like for people not to be into something. And I just think that me continuing that approach allowed me to take the cover girls from Show Me into creating a song like Funk Boutique, or producing a song like Wishing on a Star for them. And then, it's just, I just continued to stay on the path. And, that includes our journeys are all a series of ups and downs. But, at the end of the day, I just reflect on everything. Like, everything needed to happen the way it did in order for me to continue to go in and do a freestyle song where I'm like, there's no reason for it. I love the music, and I'm constantly writing. And at this point in time, I just felt like all of that came together. Next thing I know, I'm behind a microphone singing, with this freestyle song, and then all of a sudden the words are coming to me like I don't know, it wasn't even I felt like it was almost not even my idea. Like something possessed me, some higher power. I'm hoping it's not a lower power. I'm hoping there was a higher power that suggested to me that I need to take this idea and take it to the point where people are going to have a chance to listen to it. And so all of these things were leading my energy, letting K7 hear the song, and then asking K7 if he could, if it's okay to call up Willie Valentine from Artistic Records, from Artistic Music, and then, say, you think that he'll take time to listen to this? Because to me, I'm just I'm letting people hear my music like it's the first time I'm going and bring a cassette tape, you know what I mean, to Quincy Jones. And I just am like, I'm not guarded. I just feel like, I'm just giving of myself, and I'm open to your, to your suggestions, and I'm okay with hearing that this ain't it. And, I just feel like it was just all meant to be that I met, Willie Valentine, who everybody knows is an amazing artist, has his own label called Artistic Records with a K, and his label is Artistic Music Recordings. And I saw him putting out this amazing quality of freestyle music, and I just wanted to be able to share my thoughts with a producer that I know cares about the whole process, not just the track, not just about the beats, but somebody who's paying attention to the lyrical content of the song, to the artist, representing themselves in a way that will be respectful all time. And it was just I felt like I knew him forever, but I know his work. And so that's why I asked him if he would be interested in the song, and if so, would he be interested in releasing it on his label? And it's just been a fantastic, experience with more to come, everybody.
And let me tell you, I am very fortunate that I know Willie very well. He's been on the show a few times. I've had his wife, who I absolutely love, on the show as well. And let me tell you, you choosing Willie Valentine, you're getting a plethora of different things, because he's not just a producer. He's not just an artist. A lot of people don't realize he's a marketing genius. This guy will take a song, and he knows how to work the social media platforms. And he knows, and he drives me crazy. He knows how to tease us. He'll give us a chorus or beat of a specific track. It won't give us any more than maybe 15, 16 seconds. And he lets us just savor that and want more and more and more. And there's not a lot of people that market his product the way he does. So kudos for teaming up with him. Great job.
Yeah, kudos to him. And his dedication, even we got to the point where he had the song and he was mixing it, and so he mixed it with with two guys that I totally adore, DJ Tim Schomer from Chicago, and DJ Cliff Potts, and from Connecticut, I believe. And so he had them go into the studio, and I gave Willie everything. I said, look, the way that it's been handed to me, working with all these amazing artists over my time, is that people let me take everything that they had and then gave me the opportunity to run with it. And so this is Patti LaBelle, and this is Cover Girls, and it's just Gloria Estefan, and they just had given me the opportunity to run with it. So when Willie showed interest to it and he listened to it, I mean, his level of being so genuine about communication. It was like, oh my God, this is the person that, that I would like to join forces with, if he was okay with it, in order to like be able to help me, for us to help each other to construct new things, with us having our agendas are the same. Be the best of you. Work on giving people the opportunity and the understanding and the patience to be the best of them. And so with us having that same ethic, it has just really opened my mind up to doing more songs of this nature, not just as a singer, not just as a writer, as a producer, but as a collaborator. And, I'm just at this, I feel like Dionne Warwick. I feel I get by with a little help from my friends, but I want to be that friend to that person.
And let me tell you, you are well loved and well known. But what I want to do right now, Tony, is I want to play one of your legendary tracks. We all know this from the Latin Rascal days. This one right here is called Arabian Nights. And then we'll come back and we'll chat some more. So everybody, you all know this track, Arabian Nights. We all dance to this on the club floor. Here we go.
This is Freestyle Lovers Radio.
my goodness sakes. That is a record right there. And I hope you know this, Tony. We used to even break dance to this track. I mean, back in the day, this was the track you played at any club and people went bonkers. How do you still react or fans react to you when you still play this track, whether you're DJing or performing it?
Well, when I performed it, because I've only performed a couple of times, and like it's just been one of those things where somebody asked me to do like a tribute freestyle concert, and I go up there, and I'm still as nervous as hell as when I sang that song. When I was maybe 21 years old when I sang that song, and when I go up there and I hear everybody singing along to it, like it just is one of those things. I'm just like, you get that I'm not worthy feeling. You know what I mean? All these people are singing along to it, and the energy. And I've seen people people bring their mother and their grandmother to a freestyle concert, and the grandmother knows the music almost just as well as the mother knows it, and then the kids know it. And it's just and I see this happening with TK and Cynthia and Stevie B and people like that, and I'm just like awestruck, and so I just gotta compose myself a minute, because I don't do that every week, so I don't have those muscles to kind of like create walls to my emotions. I just get like deeply touched. But I remember back in the days, because people who were breakdancing to my music, I went up to them and asked them if they could show me how to breakdance like that, so I could use that in my performances. And it's nice to know that you're part of one of the jams in any part of music history. And so in that time, beats were so important and to our music, which is why so many freestyle songs like the beat component is as musical as the vocal component, because a lot of people could hear a freestyle song and they could hear the first couple of beats in the song and they know the song, and I think that Arabian Nights was an example of that, and also Show Me by the Covergirls was an example of that, and both which I had an awesome pleasure to be a part of. And so, I'm still here. I can't spin on my head anymore. I wouldn't try. I don't know if that's covered by my Blue Cross Blue Shield insurance, but but I'll do everything else just about.
Now, let me ask you this: as an artist, Tony, and this is a honest to God truth. When you go into the studio, you as an artist, you go in there and you sing, you bring out a track, whether you're producing it, whether you're performing it, whatever the case may be, but I don't think that an artist like you or a lot of artists really understand what meaning you have to certain fans. And one of the reasons I wanted to have you here today, and I didn't tell this to anybody, is because I'm going to share a story with you. Back in the early 80s, I was a DJ myself, and I used to DJ. And you know how it was. We didn't have any money, but whatever money we did make DJing, we used to rebuy records. And there was a record that I bought. I'm not going to tell you the title just yet. I bought a record, and this record, I loaned it to a friend. And unfortunately, I lost track of that record. And my life took a turn. Let's just say just took a turn. And I ended up from New York to California, where I am today, over 30 years. And recently, well, not recently, about 5 years ago, I got news that one of my friends passed away. For some reason, when I was told that he passed away, I realized who I loaned that track to. He was the one I loaned that record to. And I realized that I'm never going to see that record, but because my life took such a turn and things changed, I got 3 kids, a beautiful wife, and so many things happened. Tony, I forgot the name of the song. And for months and for years, I was going online trying to find that record. And I couldn't find that record because for some odd reason, I loved it so much, but I still forgot the title, even though it doesn't make any sense. That's what happened. I lost the track and I just could not find it. Well, my man, you don't even know this, but you in 2015, you redid that track. And because of you, I was able to go online, find the original. I love the remake. I love the original. And now I'm going to tell you the title of that song, because that song brings a lot of memories. And it's thank you for bringing it back. 1985, the name of the artist was Phyllis Nelson. The name of the track was I Like You.
I Like You.
You
Yeah.
did, yeah. You redid that track in 2015
I
with
did
an
that
artist.
track, yeah.
With
for
Debbie
Holiday.
Holiday. Yes. Yes. And it was because of you I was able to find that track. So, with your permission, I would love to play your rendition of that track. Are you okay with that?
It would be an honor. Absolutely, please.
Everybody, this is I Like You, Debbie Holiday, Tony Moran featuring Debbie Holiday. Here we go. Yeah.
From the first time,
Tony, thank you. That's a dope rendition right there. That's awesome.
But it's nothing. Original was remixed by Chef Pettibone, who I worked for at that time when he was making that remix. And that song, like you said, is stuck in your head. It was so important to you. And it was like that song just stuck in my head all of those years, 20 years. And I was like, I have to do a remake of that with somebody. And that artist wound up being perfect for that song. I hope you liked it.
Oh, it was awesome. Now, what's Debbie Holiday up to these days?
Debbie Holiday continues to, so she, her brand of the music that she does is more like soul rock music. So she does a lot of like alternative music, And because she has, even in that song I Like You, she has like kind of like a rock raspiness about her, but she has this like Aretha Franklin vibe at the same time. And so she does all of these big shows. She has a full band. She performs for all kinds of audiences all around North America that I've seen her with, you know. And so we've been in Mexico together. We've done a lot of stuff. So she's very successful. And, you know, this song was one of those things like, I was like, look, darling, like, I'm feeling this song. I got to do a remake of it, and I need you. And she was just so great about it. So all kudos to Debbie Holiday with the Y, Debbie with the Y. She has her own website, debbieholiday.com. And again, I'm sure that you would enjoy other music that she has available.
Absolutely. And in that video, she's picking you up from the airport. And the video was so long ago, and you still look the same today, and you're still so fit. How the hell do you stay fit traveling all over the world? How do you do it?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, what it is that I just kind of I continue to make it like people have breakfast in the morning or want to do shoot emails to each other. So I don't do anything to go out of my way to try to be super fit, but I try to put it in my schedule to relax my mind, to go and do some kind of physical activity that will kind of help me stay physically and mentally, stimulated. And so it just wound up being like, I go to the gym. I don't do it like a workout junkie. I just go in there. I say, let me just do something. Let me just work on everything for a little bit. And then in the meantime, like today I worked out. I've gone onto every freestyle podcast available on the earth. I could not find you having a podcast or a playlist on Spotify, because I was warming up to being on your show tonight. And I just go on there and I just listen to music that I like. And it could go, one day it could be pop music, one day it could be Whitney Houston, Spotify list. And just recently I've been like kind of reintroduced to all of like the hyper specific parts of freestyle music. So this is like whether it's Dream Boy, Dream Girl with Cynthia and Johnny O, or it could be Maria by TKA, or it could be, Little Susie. It's not just artists of the past. It's also artists that are in present time. Cynthia Figueroa, for example, and songs by Clear Touch, just recent songs that really let me hear that by Suave. I just get so interested in it, and all of a sudden I listen to like an hour's worth of freestyle music, and I just did a whole workout. I don't even remember what I did basically, but the music just like motivates me. So if I didn't have music available to me, I don't know how long I'd be in the gym, but I just try to keep it regular. And if I travel and I'm really tired, I was in Israel a couple of months ago, and I was so tired, but being in bed gave me no satisfaction. So I said, let me just go to the gym, a couple of exercises in there, and it wasn't being very helpful to me. And it keeps me my mind open, and it keeps me stimulated. It helps me go to sleep better. So it's just my path that I found to do stuff. So I do my best. Thank you guys. I still eat my White Castle hamburgers that are only microwavable friendly nowadays, in between stuff.
That's amazing. And by the way, all my podcasts on Mixcloud. So next time you can look on Mixcloud.
I was looking for you. So now I'm going to go on Mixcloud tomorrow.
No problem. But listen, you are see what I love about you is that you're not stuck in what we call classic freestyle. You like new freestyle. Is there anyone now, Tony, and I only ask this because you're a producer and a DJ, is there anyone out there that now with new freestyle you listen to and you're like, oh man, I could do this, I could do that, I could change this, I could change that, maybe even say I want to collaborate with a specific new freestyle artist? Is there anyone like that around?
Yeah, I mean, so the other day, Willie had let me hear the song that's available on iTunes now, and the group is called 3 to the Max, and that's 3 to the Max with the number 3, and the word and the is spelled DA, and so they sang a song that was called I Knew It Was You, and then Willie was telling Willie Valentine that we had spoken about earlier is part of this whole, like, not a trend, it's part of like a pilgrimage to the new music, paying respect to older music, but music moves on, just like rock music, just like pop music. And so Willie asked me to go listen to this song, and I fell in love with it. And I downloaded all the versions of this. The song is called "I Knew It Was You" by 3 to the Max. And I was like, that's the way I felt when I sang my first ad-libs to "It Must Be You" or to "Arabian Nights," and like their heart and their technique was so awesome. And it gave me this feeling like when I like with Andy Panda wrote and produced a song called "Tears May Fall" for TKA, and I remember with K7 just going in there and working on ad-libs, which the ad-libs to freestyle songs are as important as the whole song itself, and so these guys gave me that feeling, and the song is out now on iTunes. I have nothing to do with it. I didn't write it, I didn't produce it, but in my time hanging out with Willie Valentine, he just introduced and sent down my way a lot of interesting new music by new artists that I would not have been able to see through my eyes, because I didn't know how to find them, but now I do. Whether it's a Spotify, whether it's on a mixtape, whether it's just really word of mouth, and so I just am really glad to hear new artists represent themselves and do a great job at producing themselves or getting those vocals on tape, or digitally, however you want to categorize it, that sound like they're kicking ass, So, I'm happy for that movement. And, all I could do as an artist that's been around for a minute is to do my best to endorse new ideas, new voices, new music, new interpretations, new views at it, and, new audiences.
Now that you're working with Willie, because Willie has a way of persuading artists, has he maybe, and I know you probably can't talk too much about it, but are you guys going to collaborate on a project, or you haven't quite got that far just yet?
Well, so when I went in, when Willie invited me, he said, "Look, man, the only way we're gonna finish this song and get it together is if you come to my studio in Connecticut, and we can have that quality one-on-one time to go and work on the project." And I was like, I could do that. When? And I was like, so we worked out a date, and then I went to Connecticut to go finish all the parts of the song, and it happened to also fall along his birthday happening. And so he brought a lot of freestyle artists like, Jen Renee and other artists, and of course his wife, Cynthia Figueroa. And we went to her concert, and I felt like I was going through not like when you're in a fraternity and people put water down your throat and throw you down a well.
You were getting sworn in.
I felt like I was getting rebaptized with the new kind of water in freestyle music. And so he kind of gave me this really intensive opportunity to listen to other sounds and other people's sounds that are part of his freestyle family. And then all of a sudden it just kind of it all came together like a glove in a hand. You know what I mean? It just it just gave me this kind of rejuvenated focus on not trying to be the best of what was in the past, but also trying to figure out how you could have present day creativity reach its potential, because Willie is and I want to be that person too. And what you're doing right now by having me on your radio show is to endorse and show the love back to to the efforts that you're making to try to make a point. That I love this music, I want to sing it, I believe in it, but as well, I support my colleagues in music, regardless of where they sit, on the timeline, younger, older, original freestyle, current freestyle, new music freestyle, however you want to brand it. It's all about music. And so I've just really had that opportunity, with his guidance. And, really is just he's way more decisive than I am. I'm like, but possibly, maybe, can we do this if we were to do it in a parallel universe and all that kind of stuff? And he's like, no, let's just, we're going to just do this that way. And I really appreciate, and I've always had that in my life doing stuff. So maybe when I was in the Latin Rascals with Alva Cabrera, I made more decisions for us to do other projects because we were a team. It didn't have to be one person or the other. But Andy Panda Tripoli, for those of you that don't know him, is really at the heart of all of these musical, anthems of generations, to write songs like Show Me and to write songs that were really pivotal in our music that we know the words to today. But, we used our team effort, and then Andy had a way to direct how we would move from one project to the next, and where I could really use all of my energy to be creative. And Andy had whatever needed to happen to make that happen and write many of these songs. And of course, we would collaborate and change words and fix things around. But, Willie is like a version 4.0 of that, where, he's very creative. He has this mindset of getting stuff done, which I also have that mindset, but I've always needed somebody with me in order to achieve those goals and remain focused, because I don't work on one song. I work on 20 songs at a time. And there's just somebody that needs to be there with me to stay on course. You know what I mean? Like, finish this race before you go on to the next one. And so I am a Willie Valentine fan, but understand that for me as a producer, and all the things that you said that I do, to find somebody that you can work with, where really you don't have to explain what you're trying to get done. What it is, they already understand it because their goals are very similar to that. And now, how do we do it together in respect to each other's goals and how we do it, and get it done where everybody's happy? So this is like, I don't know, this is like, to me, was like a beautiful experience to go in and re-enter this musical genre, and to have like a support team creatively, responsibly, business-wise, to go and make CDs and vinyl for people that would appreciate the sound. So, it's just been great. I have so many other collaborations that are coming. Willie and I have a duet that we started to work on, that we got the ideas together. And now, like, Willie is producing, other songs that are to be released for all various artists, including his wife and his daughter and a whole bunch of other people. But, we will make the time to finish our stuff, because now that I'm in this, like, I'm like, I just can't do one and just like leave town for 2 more years. I want to put one song and I put another one after, giving it all the heart and all the spirit and, all of that. And then know that I have like people to collaborate with, that I could achieve those goals. And, for fans that may want to know collaborations and singing, duets with Willie Valentine, I already sang 4 songs with Sapphire that I'm loving. I can't wait until she wants to put them out. I mean, it's really just, I'm loving the song. So I can only say, as my experience is, that what a pleasure to be on the microphone with like Sapphire. She and I are like our brother and sister, and everything that we do, we might as well, I should have ponytails so she could grab onto my hair and throw me around the room like I throw her around the room. It really is like a brother and sister get down. It's the get down. She's from Harlem, I'm from Brooklyn, and when we want to make a point about something, we just bring it out. You know what I mean? So it's really good to have people that have been in the industry that still are very passionate about what they do. And, being around other people, it's just like Willie and Sapphire again. It's been very uplifting, because I love doing what I do when I DJ and making all this other kind of music for people. And I've been very blessed to work with such a variety of artists, whether it's Michael Jackson and be in the room with him, or Celine Dion or Gloria Estefan. And I just don't have time to be nervous, because you just got to step up. It's like being in a Broadway show and being a dancer. You got to work on your moves. Like, don't worry about like why you are worthy or not worthy to be in that position. You got to step up. And so doing the freestyle music, I've been able to step up, but at the same time, I've been able to enjoy like the process. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
No, it makes a lot of sense, and I love the fact that we call you guys the legends, right? You, Sapphire, and you know, Trinier, Karina. A lot of you are, we call them legends. So I'm happy because for a while there, you legends, I say that you guys went hiatus for a while. The legends disappeared, and then all of a sudden, all of you, not all of you, but most of you are coming out with tracks, and these tracks are so good. And I got to tell you, freestyle right now, despite what anybody thinks, is hot. It's hotter than it's been in a long time. We have an artist in the chat room right now. Her name is Deneen. Oh my God, that woman can sing her ass off. She's an amazing artist. We got so many amazing artists. And I think that listening to what you're saying, you are just a nice, humble person that's willing to work with anyone, help in any way that you can to get this genre to where it needs to be. And I absolutely love that about you, Tony.
Well, thank you. All you got to bring into the room with me is your heart. If you got heart to go and want to do something, then that's the best start that you could ever ask for. And it's just, you know, as I was doing some of this music and new music, like, I've been very fortunate enough to have like haters in my life, but I had a lot of people that were very skeptical. You know, it's like, you know, people just want to hear the old stuff and they're happy and they're content with it. You know, people aren't really receptive to new stuff. And it's like, well, you know what? Then I'm just going to have to prove it to them one track at a time. And that's what the other artists have to do, because you know what? It's like we evolve and we need to express ourselves, and we are willing to take the hit for your critique and your your time that it takes to listen to something and to either appreciate it or give it the time to say you're not into it. And so I'm willing to do that work every time, because there's no way that I could have worn so many hats over my career to feel paranoid about not trying something else. Or in the case of freestyle, to everybody, like taking the risk of coming back home. Like, will you be welcome that way? I had no time for that. I did the track. I called K7. I said, what do you think, man? Like, I'm a failure. I'm not worthy. Should I just like jump off a building? And he's like, no, because he calls me Uncle Tony. K7 calls me Uncle Tony since we were 20. You know what I mean? And so he's like, Uncle Tony, no, don't stress it. Let me just listen to it. Let me get back to you. And then he says, it's good. That's all he said to me. And I'm just like, what do you mean? It's just good.
Here's the thing, Tony, though. Here's the thing that I think separates everything, right? At the end of the day, you have to separate it because it is what it is. And it's what I said at the beginning of the interview. I said, I think Tony Moran is held on a different standard. And even though that's bad in a way, it's good in a way, because we hold you to a standard. And when we see Tony Moran's name on anything, we damn expect the best. And and as an artist, you have to like that. For the haters that don't like it, so what? But we know that when you come out with something, Tony, it's going to be fucking fire. And you haven't let us down yet. And I don't see you letting us down in the future either. So I say bring the fire. And you know what? Now you came out with Hurt So Bad, and now the pressure's on you again, because now the next track you come out with has to outdo this one. How do you handle the pressure, people knowing and that, again, when it has Tony Moran's name on it, it's got to be fire. It can't be you can't be substandard. It's got to be above and beyond.
Well, yes, you're right. There are some nights where I'm thinking that, and then, you know, I just get on my feet and I go behind the mic, and I have to work on finishing the idea that I started. So it just doesn't always happen like the next song. So I recorded a few songs, and then I let Willie, again, like, you know, Willie is just like, you know, I don't know. I don't know who's the Lone Ranger, and I don't know who's Tonto. You know what I'm saying? It's just like our relationship is just like, I don't know which side that I'm on, but I just know that it's a team effort. And so I let him hear a new song that I had also recorded, and he was like, Tony, this is the one. So this song is going to come up as a follow-up to it. And I firmly believe that the way to make an impression to people is to, when you have a direction, and my direction is clear, that I want to make music, for people that are open to receiving it. And that means that I have to be, prepared, I don't have to be mature. I have to be prepared that I got to take it. I got to take it like a man. And so I want to be able to put this music out, and the people will let me know whether I need to go on to the next thing, meaning like to work on another freestyle song. Just like I've done with pop songs in the past and written songs for all sorts of people, that I just got to commit. And so what I want to do, and my goal is to continue to make music where the people will decide what they want to hold on to as the jewels of their playlist, so I'll just keep continuing, and they will let me know, and I just keep moving. There's anybody that's listening out there, there's somebody that I'm friends with that I had worked with just not too long ago. His name is Nile Rodgers. And so Nile Rodgers is one of the original inventors of the disco music sound, producing and writing and being in the band for a group Chic that did All Freak Out.
Oh, yeah.
And Good Times. And so these songs not only established the disco sound, but they helped to create the motivation for hip hop music. And if you play freestyle or at the crux, or at the springboard of wanting to go into new music, there was no way that you could play beats without putting in a Chic sample, to Good Times, and all that stuff. And so I did a couple of concerts with him, and I worked on some music with him. And when I sat in the room with him, he said something to me. We were videotaping it, and he said something so real. And it was like somebody asked him, and we were sitting together interviewing us as producers, and he said, "What are your goals in life?" And then now Rogers said, "My goal in life is to write and produce songs for as long as I can until the day I die." And that is my dream come true, to have the opportunity to express myself in a creative manner, thick or thin, success or failure, until the day I die. And I was like, you know what? Like, that's going to be on my tombstone, hopefully 50 years from now. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
Where I can finally collect my Social Security check. You know what I mean? And feel comfortable.
You're going to be collecting your Social Security card and still making songs. And I absolutely love it. Listen, we're getting into the 1 hour mark. And before we end this, I told myself, I'm not going to let Tony Moran leave this interview without picking his brain on the DJ aspect of the business. Talk to us a little bit about your DJ side of Tony Moran. I've seen pictures, man. You don't DJ for just 100 people. You DJ for thousands and thousands of people, and you take off your shirt and you make everybody go crazy. Can you tell me, because I'm a DJ as well, tell me a little bit about what motivates you when it comes to DJing, and what's your preferred genre when it comes to DJing?
Well, so people who know me as a DJ, they know that I'm part of like club life. And so, the music and the dance music genre is, through my remixes, and that I've had the opportunity to create a lot of anthems that have stood the test of time. I get booked to do these DJs that are mostly for the LGBT community, and they are, massive. So I'm DJing at a club tomorrow, it'll be like 1,000 people. But last week when I was in Sydney, Australia, it's like, 5,000 people, and there's other occasions where it's 20,000 people. And I just go in there and I do my homework, just like I would do if I was rehearsing to do a freestyle concert. And I put my mind, and like if I'm going to like being a boxer in a boxing match, like you rehearse, you test your stuff, you wind down what would be most important to you, and then you try to find a way to, in all of the DJs that are playing, like I could do a set and there'll be 5-7 other DJs. I don't want to be better than them. I just want to I don't want to go all the way to London or all the way to Sydney, Australia to just play tracks and then go to the next DJ. For me, it's always been so important to leave an impression. And hopefully my goal would be to leave a lasting impression. And that's why I write music, and that's why I remix music, and that's why I produce music, because I want to be able to leave a part of what's in me. You could call it personality, it's not a branding thing. It's just I cannot go somewhere without knowing that I've left something behind that may leave you with something to think about. And that's why I write songs in all these multiple genres. And it's just been in the LGBT community that they have just given me the opportunity over and over again, like in freestyle music, to write music, produce music, or remix music that will be the soundtrack for their generation and for the generation after. I just never planned it that way. People ask me to go DJ, and when I DJ, it just winds up being where like I'm just become like a total Neanderthal, and I forget that people are filming me, and I forget that if I take off my shirt that other people are going to scream. But I took off my shirt when I was in the Latin Rascals. I was singing Arabian Nights. I didn't even have a shirt going on the stage. It wasn't a physique thing. It was just a prehistoric, animalistic, Neanderthal type feeling where I just needed to go and give it. I would jump in the crowd, and somebody pulled out a knife in the dance floor. I would jump into that knife like I'm in it. You know what I mean? And I certainly have insecurities, but I have no fear about jumping in there and knowing this is what I got to do.
That is amazing. And I got to tell you, man, we look at it. I look at you.
I'm sorry. I don't want to sound like, I don't want to sound like the Matrix or anything. I'm just telling you, that's the way I feel.
No. And I got to tell you, as a gordito, because I'm gordito, right? I look at you with your shirt off, and it's just, I just want to be out there with my shirt off too. But like Willie just said, I put on double layers of shirts.
I don't know. I mean, at my age now, I don't know if I do it. I mean, it's only because it's like, again, it's like, I don't want to have like the AARP police come and get a SWAT team to go hold me down because it's inappropriate for me to receive my benefits. I just want to be, able to express myself, and sometimes it comes across that way. And but it's only meant for me to be able, without filter, to express myself. And again, the freestyle community has just had their arms open for me, where I'm just so stunned and taken aback that you would receive me on an absolute pure level. Like, this is who I am, and I can only give the best of me if you allow me to be myself. And again, it's just like, as I said, being in Latin Rascals and wearing genie pants and doing whatever, I just never did a hammer time move. Ever did a hammer time move. But you guys have really accepted me for being a heart versus being a entertainer that's part of a genre, that's part of a lifestyle, that's part of a musicality, that's part of a trend, anything like that. You just have received me as myself, which is why when I did this song, I really knew that I just was going to be giving of myself and let the chips fall where they may. But I just had this optimism that, that people will give it a chance for the song. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. And we certainly did, because I got to tell you, Tony, we played the crap out of that song. We got DJ Storytime, who's in the chat room right now. That guy's probably one of the pickiest DJs, Tony. One of the pickiest DJs, and every week he picks a song that he features. He featured your song a couple weeks ago. He said he put it in your messenger. Click on it, listen to it. It's an amazing, amazing mix. You'll love it.
Well, thank you so much. Again, it couldn't happen in a better situation, as I said. And if I had anything with all the heartache and loss that happened via the pandemic, one thing that I learned is to try to take this loss of time and make it so that it does something that you can look back on it to say it was a positive. Because it's just like, if you look at everything as being a negative, then, you got to carry that. And so I didn't sing this song during the pandemic, but Sapphire made me go back behind the microphone to sing on all these duets with her through the pandemic, because we were trying to get something going on. And in that time, I found myself. I found this part of me that was like, I need to channel my energy in this direction. It was just an organic effect. And having talk to my boy and part of my family, K7, and and then letting him hear it, and then and then Tim Schomer, DJ in Chicago, letting him hear it, and then me saying it's like I want to direct this in this avenue, without knowing the person personally. As much as I respect his work, people got to gel. They got to, it's not a chemistry class, but it just has worked out. And I am like, I feel like, Willie Valentine is like Mel Gibson and Braveheart. And I'm one of those guys that's part of his soldier group. Like, hopefully one of them that lives, you know what I mean? Where I really appreciate, like, the direction of expressing the validity and the importance of new music to feature itself in the freestyle music genre. And at the same time, that doesn't mean that you have to turn your back on the people that help build those blocks for this music genre.
Absolutely. So what we're going to do is we're going to play the track that we've been talking about all night. This track right here, again, when Willie sent it to me, of course, after teasing all of us for about 3 or 4 weeks, he sent it to me. I absolutely loved it. And that's when I said, yo, Willie, I got to have Tony on the show, make it happen. He did. So I want to give a huge shout out to Willie Valentine, Artistic Recordings. That brother's always been there for me, and anything I need, he's always there. So let's play the track. I'm going to let you announce it, and we'll play it. Go for it, Tony.
Hey, everybody. My name is Tony Moran from the Latin Rascals, and I have a new song out called Hurt So Bad, available now on all formats, on Spotify, iTunes, CD, vinyl, and it's all happening because of Artistic Recordings. ArtisticRecordings.com. Go on the site, buy it, go on iTunes, Spotify, anything, and listen to it, and support freestyle music. We are absolutely grateful for all of your support.
Take back what you
Check it out. Check it out.
Wow, Tony, absolutely great. You know it's a Willie production because he always gives us DJs the perfect breaks in between the perfect beats. It's been an absolute honor having you on the show. Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you so much. May I add one thing to
Of course, absolutely.
You know, on top of just expressing myself through new forms of social media, especially towards people like you, Racer, that is just so open to the music. Like, I mean, I feel like I'm in a VA commercial when you like, you know, bang your head and you say, oh, I should have had a VA. Willie has a team of people that help him to promote his music. And one of the groups of people that work with him are a group called Team One Us, hashtag Team One Us. And what they've introduced me to is going on TikTok. And I felt like so insecure going on TikTok and singing some of my old Latin Rascal songs, and just like, Tony, do it. Like reintroduce yourself to people that are on TikTok now, and do some of your classics like Arabian Nights, Dance With Me, Is It Love, On the Edge, and all that kind of stuff. It Must Be You. And I've done it. I got to say, I've had a really good time doing it. And so for those who are not on TikTok, or you are on TikTok, I just want to say that you can find me at hashtag Tony Moran 388. That's hashtag Tony Moran 388. And I'm sure that Willie Valentine and the group at Team One Us, JJ and Heck, will find new ways for me to share music with you from the past and the present.
That's amazing because just like I said about Willie at the beginning of the interview, he is a marketing genius and he knows how to use the social media platforms. TikTok is right now the #1 platform to use to get not only your music but your message across. So great job getting on TikTok. I'm already following you. For those not following Tony Moran, make sure you do. It's been an absolute honor having you. So what I'm going to do, Tony, is I'm going to give a shout outs to everybody that made tonight possible, and then I'm going to let you do your shout out. So I want to thank, first and foremost, Willie Valentine and our Artistic Recordings for making tonight happen. I want to thank Freestyle Lovers Radio, Music Lovers Radio, Powerstar Radio 101.7 FM, NYC Rhythms, Say Louder Promotions, Verse 312 Records, Vibe 24/7, Classic 407, Extreme Mix Radio, Canadian Freestyle Music and more, and Foxy Brown Entertainment. The microphone now, Tony, is all yours.
I want to thank all the freestyle music lovers that are out there, and I want to thank you before I even came onto the scene for supporting music from artists of the past, present, and artists, of course, that are going to be part of the future. I'm glad to still be in the mix of all of that, and it's for people like you and your station that are helping me move that in a positive and an upward direction. So thank you to all the fans, and thank you to people like you that endorse our music and put it out there for people to listen to. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tony. You have yourself a great weekend and keep rocking.
All right, you got it.
Thanks,
Peace.
Brother. Peace. There you guys have it. Tony Moran in the building. Legendary artist, promoter, producer, DJ. You name it, he does it. It's been amazing, amazing, amazing. Listen, Willie, once again, thanks again for making today happen. It was even more fun than I expected it to be. I always love getting artists in here and picking their brains and just knowing about the business and the genre. It's what it's all about, man. So keep buying those records, guys. I always say this: support the artists. Go to the platforms, $1.29, 99 cents, whatever it is. Make sure you guys buy it. Let's keep promoting them and making sure they sell, because if they keep selling these tracks, they're gonna keep making more for us. It's a circle that needs to go around. So with that being said, we have about 15 minutes left of music, and I want to start it off with the amazing, that's right, with the amazing Deneen, Out My Body. Absolutely love the track. Here we go.
Let's make it happen. Turn it up, homeboy. DJ turning on the wheels of steel. You're in the mix with DJ Racer on Music Lovers Radio.
The West Coast tearing shit up. It's DJ Racer live in the mix.
changing plans, 'cause I know this feeling, we can't escape this now. I remember when I held you and I gazed into your eyes. That's the day that changed my life. Do you remember my promise that I won't let you go? Won't let you go. You will always be mine, always be mine. You don't need to fear, my love will be here. You are the love, you are the love of my life. Never imagined I'd find you, just like a story but fairy tale. And now that I have you, I'll never let you go. You have touched my heart and soul in ways I've never felt before. You're the reason that I smile. So always remember my promise that I won't let you go. Won't let you go. You will always be mine, always be mine. You don't need to fear, my love will be
What's up, guys? It's Cynthia Figueroa, the Princess of Style, and you're listening to DJ Racer, the Puerto Rican gangsta, with the Freestyle Radio and Music Lovers Radio. What's up, guys? It's Cynthia Figueroa, the Princess of Style, and you're listening to DJ Racer, the Puerto Rican gangsta, with the Freestyle Radio and Music Lovers Radio.
With a lot of new school. Playing the hottest freestyle tracks and mixes 24/7. Only on Freestyle Lovers Radio. If you didn't know, now you know.
You're listening to Vibe 24/7.
24/7.
Banging all the hits you love. Feel the vibe. You're in the mix. In the mix. On Classic 407.
407.
Banging all the hits.
You're about to go from 0 to 100. Damn. Real quick. Powerstar FM 101.7. You're listening to Stream Mix Radio.
Worldwide Watch Station.
CFMAM Production.
The Rhythm of NYC. This is NYCRhythm.com.
Blazing the airwaves, coast to coast, 24/7. The hottest internet radio station playing the hottest music. It's MusicLoversRadio1.com. So turn it up.
Say It Louder Promotions. Say it louder for those in the back.